guys, that's me, Mike. Welcome back to Unbox Warehouse. I'm out here at Little Talbot State Park in Florida. Gorgeous, undeveloped beach. I love this place. I got the one wheel out here today. I did just bust my butt a second ago. I hit some soft sand, but I'm okay now. And there's a trail over here that we're gonna go up and try to get some really good footage with this FeiyuTech Pocket. This is a 4K stabilized little tiny camera, kind of similar to the DJI Osmo Pocket, and they have the new Osmo Pocket 2 out, but this is a budget-friendly version. This is right now on sale for like 220 bucks. So let's see if it's any good. This is the FeiyuTech Pocket. This is a 4K little tiny camera. It's got a Sony sensor. It films in 4K up to 60 frames a second for slow-mo. And if you're at 1080p, it can film at 120 frames a second, super slow-mo. It's just got this built-in gimbal, so you get super stabilized shots, and it's very unobtrusive. Like, people don't even know what you're doing when you're holding this and filming with this. Best thing is you can turn this dude off and it literally fits in your pocket. We're on this really nice trail now. I got the one wheel over there, and we're gonna put this FeiyuTech Pocket to the test and get some really nice shots. After that, I think I might go take the boat out because it's a really good day and I wanna do some fishing, and we'll take this out on the boat and see if we can get some nice shots of downtown Jacksonville on the boat. And so let's see what this bad boy can do. Well, that was fun. One of the things I love about this FeiyuTech Pocket is like how wide it is. It's like a 120-degree field of view. It's the only little pocket camera of this style that's that wide. Most of them, you know, you get a lot more punched in on your shot. And if you're trying to vlog, you have to hold that thing way out just to barely get your face in the screen. This one, you can hold it out at normal reach and your whole face is in the frame. It's not so intimate. I really prefer that style of shooting when I'm vlogging. Also, it's so inconspicuous. Like if you were in a crowd, people wouldn't know if you were filming that way or this way. So you could be vlogging, filming yourself, but people don't know that. It looks like you're filming something else. So if you're a little bit nervous or new to vlogging, this is a great option to get rid of that nervousness, because people can't tell what you're doing when you're holding this little camera. It's pretty cool. Let me tell you guys something so sad. When you come out of this trail onto the beach, that tree right there that is fallen over and almost gone, like a year ago I came out here and it was the most gorgeous tree ever. I actually brought my Sony a7 III out here and took a photo of it, and it's hanging up in the house. Here's the photo, but it's so sad that this thing has fallen over because it was one of my favorite things to come see and film, and now it's not here anymore. Oh well. Now we got about a mile ride back down this secluded beach to get back to the car, and I want to do a quick audio test. So this audio right here is coming from the FeiyuTech Pocket, and it's pretty windy out here on the beach today, and I just want to do a quick audio test. So if you record straight out of camera in a kind of a windy situation, this is the kind of audio you can expect. So let me know how it sounds in the comments.
I won't make it easy for you now. You got 2 minutes of my time, and I don't really break too easily, but I'm worth it, 'cause I'll slip into your dreams tonight. Oh, so give me your all. I'll take it to Mars. Oh, I'll stick like glue inside your mind. Just watch me breaking your sweat. You're falling into me, touch me. I swear you would do anything that I want, so keep us awake till the dawn. Baby, feel free. I wanna make you sweat on me.
Okay, change of plans. The boat broke, it wouldn't start. So we're gonna load up and we're gonna go down and film a sunset. It's gorgeous sunset down on downtown Jacksonville on the Riverwalk. I wanna show you the moving time-lapse feature of the FeiyuTech Pocket. So let's get down there before it gets too dark. Man, I'm so disappointed the boat wasn't working. I was really looking forward to fishing today, but I tried the rest of the day to get it to work and I couldn't get it. I'm gonna have to call a mechanic, but since the day's over, the sun's about to set. I'm at one of my favorite spots here in downtown Jacksonville on the Riverwalk, and I have the Feiyu Pocket right here, the FeiyuTech Pocket, and I'm gonna try to take a moving time lapse from this bridge as the sun sets all the way over to this gorgeous bridge here, this blue bridge. Now, you'll notice there's no clouds in the sky, so this really isn't the best situation to get a dynamic time lapse. If we did a still time lapse, it'd look really bad, but the fact that you can do a moving time lapse with these gimbals can still give it that pizzazz, that little bit of extra kick you need to make something really sweet. So this bridge lights up blue at night. We're about a half hour away, so I'm gonna set it up on the Pocket. Now, I'm only gonna use the Pocket, and there's 2 points. So you can set a point over here and a point over here to finish, and you can set up your time and your intervals. But if you use the app, you can set up to 10 points if you want to go up and down in a more dynamic time lapse. But this is going to be a very simple one, about a half hour time lapse, and let's see how it works. Hey Siri, what time does the sun set?
Sunset will be at 5:37 p.m. today.
Now what's really cool is you can set your first point. Just move the camera manually where you want it and push the center of the screen to add your point. Then move to the final frame. We will get this bridge over here, right there, and hit again, add, and it shows both points as green in the top. And then you just hit record, and it goes back to the first point, and it starts your time lapse. So 30 minutes later, and we're gonna have a beautiful time lapse. Let's check it out. Okay, so there's about 30 seconds left on the time lapse, and it's still kind of bright out here. The sun is set, but it's not as dark as I would have liked it, but I'm sure it's still gonna turn out pretty good. So there's 15 seconds left. It has definitely moved and is pointing over at this bridge now. And let's see what happens here in the final seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time lapse is complete, and the camera didn't move or anything, but it does show that it's done. So that's how you do a moving time lapse on the FeiyuTech Pocket. Let's see how it looks. So that actually turned out pretty good. I wish I would have waited just a little bit longer before I would have started the time lapse, but let's go in the studio and show you some of the tracking features and go over some final thoughts of the FeiyuTech Pocket and see if this is a good alternative to the DJI Osmo Pocket 2, because it is a lot less expensive, but you know, there are some sacrifices, but if you're looking for that kind of budget pocket camera, it might be the one for you. All right, so real quick, I want to go over some features in the app, show you what kind of settings are in there. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on it because when I use a device like this, I like it to be easy. I really don't want to have to get out my app, but they do have an app with some added capabilities and show you the facial tracking features of the FeiyuTech Pocket. Then we'll give some final thoughts. So here we are inside the app. You have easy mode and pro mode. Those are really good if you want to set your ISO, your white balance, your exposure levels, all that kind of stuff. They even have their own FeiyuTech log profile if you want to film more flat and then color grade later. But like I said, this is such an easy device to use. I like to keep it simple. Also, really easy. You can just move the camera around with this little joystick here. Which makes it really nice. You can change from your settings on how fast you want it to track. Everything is in here, and your follow mode. So if you want to follow every single angle you move it at, or keep the horizon level. If you're familiar with gimbals, you'll know there's different types of follow modes. And those are easily selected right here. One of the really cool features is if one person's holding the gimbal, the other one can, let me put this over here to video. All right, when this is in video, you'll notice this little button right here comes up and you can control this thing. You see that? It is so responsive. So one person can be framing your shot with the phone while the other one's running around holding the FeiyuTech Pocket. So for a two-man operation, this is really cool. You don't have to worry about your framing. Really, really nice feature. And in that price point, it's almost unheard of to have that kind of motion control with your phone. Really, really good feature. Then if you hit this button in the bottom right-hand corner, it can spin the camera around. You can use the remote here and kind of find your face and draw a box around your face, and now you're doing facial tracking. So it works really well. It's got a simple tracking, kind of like all of them do, but like I said, for this price point, it works really well. There's also a way to use this as a webcam. So if you want to track yourself while you're giving a presentation or a class, this is a great method, and you can, run around and always stay in frame. Then you have your slow motion controls in here. Photo, it can do panoramic photos. It can take multiple photos and then stitch them together in one photo. Many, many options for $220 with the FeiyuTech Pocket. So with that being said, there are a couple limitations, and I'll tell you about those in my final thoughts. Now, there was only a couple of drawbacks that I could find with the FeiyuTech Pocket. One, it's not quite as smooth as the DJI Osmo Pocket, and there's no option for external audio. But other than that, it performed well and was super easy to use. It cost about $130 less than the new Osmo Pocket 2 and still delivers nice 4K stabilized footage. And with its facial tracking, slow motion, and motion time-lapse capabilities, for $220, I would say that it's a great value, and you'll be able to create some amazing content with this tiny camera. All right, not everything went quite as I planned. The boat broke. I didn't take the time lapse quite long enough, but one thing that did do well was the FeiyuTech Pocket. For $220, you really can't go wrong for such a capable, tiny pocket camera. If you're looking for something to do nice vlogs with that wide angle lens on it, this is a great option. So I'll put a link in the description. If you like this video, make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell, because you never know what we're gonna open next, and you'll get notified. If you don't click that, you won't know when I post a new video. And check out one of these right here if you wanna see more right now, and we'll see you next time right here on Unbox Warehouse.